Recording in progress.
Hello people, welcome to Career Lead. In this session also we are going to discuss some of the important quantitative aptitude problems of Cognizant. So this is session 3 on CTS problem solving, and I have included the previous 2 sessions link in description. Just have a look at it if you haven't watched. So this is your first question. Midun commutes daily by traveling 4/5 of the distance between his home and office by bus, 1/10 by Sarato, and remaining 1 kilometer by foot. The distance between his home and office is dash. Okay, now we can keep the distance between home and office like this. Okay, so distance between home and office is nothing but 100%. Right now, out of this 100%, he travels 4/5 of the distance by bus. So he travels 4/5 of the distance by bus, 1/10 by Sarato. Right, so by Sarato he is traveling 1/10. Right, so if you add it totally you get, okay, now you can multiply this by 2 and numerator by 2 so that you get an exact fraction. So it is 4 2s are 8, by 2 into 5 is 10, so 8 by 10. So 8 plus 1 is 9 divided by 10. That means out of 100%, right? So out of 100%, what is 9 by 10? 90% he traveled by bus as well as Sarato, and the remaining is only 1 kilometer, right? So that remaining is only 1 kilometer. Okay, now 90% he actually traveled. So remaining is how many percentage pending? Out of 100% he traveled 90%. So remaining is only 10%, right? So the 10% he walked by foot, that is 1 kilometer. Right, so that is 1 kilometer. This is 10%. Now you have to find the distance between his home and office. So you have to find the total distance. So what will be the total distance? That will be 100%, right? So 100% equal to x. Now if you cross multiply, you get the answer, right? So 0 0 cancel, so you get x equal to 10 kilometer. So this becomes your answer. Hope you understood, right? So just we can convert the fractions into percentages so that you could easily solve. See, 4/5 of this distance is nothing but 80%, right? Now 1/10 of the distance means 10%. So 80 plus 10 is 90%. So remaining is 10%. The 10% is 1 kilometer. So 100% is 10 kilometer. This is your answer. So we go to second question. Log 19 to the base 7 equal to log 19 to the base 5 into log x to the base 7. Now you have to find the value of x. So these kind of questions seem to be very complex, but it is very, very easy, right? So you could easily solve it because you have different base. So if you have different base, that means they have followed what the protocol of logarithms. So what is protocol of logarithms? So if you have log a to the base b, so log a to the base b is nothing but log a divided by log b. That's it, right? So log a to the b is nothing but log a by b. So you have log 19 to the base 7. That is log 19 divided by log 7. Next, equivalent to log 19 to the base, log 19 divided by log 5. So you can write log a to the base b as log a by log b, right? So into log x divided by log 7. Now look at it, you could cancel it. Log 19 and log 19 cancel, and log 7 and log 7 can cancel. Now you have log x by log 5 equal to 1. So you can write log x equal to log 5. So you can cancel log and log. So you have x equal to 5. That's it. So value of x is equivalent to 5. It's very simple, right? Okay, now moving to next question. Log 5 to the base 10 equal to 0.6989. Then find the value of log 25 to the base 10. So you can write log 25 as log 5 square, isn't it? So log 5 square to the base 10. So log of a power m can be written as m into log a, isn't it? So you can take this 2 before that log. So you get 2 into log 5 to the base 10. We know the log 5 is nothing but 0.6989. So it is 2 into 0.6989. So if you multiply it, you will get the answer. I think you don't want to multiply, right? So definitely if you multiply this 2 with 6, you get 12. That is 1.2, right? So 1 point something. So you have only 1 point something in option D only. You don't need to multiply. So answer is 1.3978, right? So if you multiply this 2 with 0.6989, you get 1.3978. right? So we don't want to multiply time by, we don't want to waste time by multiplying these numbers, right? So small numbers. So we can go to next question now. So evaluate 6.56 cube plus 3.44 cube whole divided by 6.56 square minus 6.56 into 3.44 plus 3.44 square. This looks very big, right? If you try to solve using traditional method, definitely your exam get over. So we can solve this problem using algebraic formula. So you have only two values here, 6.56 and 3.44. So 6.56 is nothing but A and 3.44 is B. So you can write it as A cube plus B cube divided by A square minus AB plus B square. Now, what is A cube plus B cube? So A cube plus B cube is nothing but A plus B into A square minus AB plus B square, isn't it? So you can write A plus B plus A square minus AB plus B square divided by A square minus AB plus B square, right? So you can cancel this. So you are left with only A plus B. That means you have to add A with B. That is 6.56 plus 3.44. So if you add it, how much you get? 10, right? So this will become your answer. So answer for this question is option D. So they might give this kind of questions: A cube minus B cube, A cube plus B cube, A square minus B square. So this type of questions are very popular for Cognizant. So you have to remember that algebraic expressions in your mind. Okay. So we go to next question. What is the relationship between the fractions 14 by 15 and 37 by 40? See, this is a really easy question, right? But you can also expect this type of questions. Now, what is the relationship between the fractions 14 by 15 and 37 by 40? So if you have same denominator, you could easily solve it. So you have 40 and 15. So take LCM of 40 and 15 in your mind, right? So 40 is the biggest number and this is not divisible by the smallest number 15. So take the next multiple of 40. 40 into 2 is 80. Is 80 divisible by 15? No. So take the next multiple. So that is 40 into 3, 120. Is 120 divisible by 15? Yes. So 120 is the LCM. So this is a shortcut, right? So 40 into 3 is 120 and 37 into 3. Similarly, 15 into 8 is 120 and 14 into 8. Now multiply this. 37 into 3, you get 111 divided by 40 into 3 is 120. 8 into 14, you get how much? So it is 80 plus 32, you get 112 divided by 120. So definitely 112 is greater than 120, right? So which option you will choose? Option B, 14 by 15 is greater than 37 by 40, right? So this type of questions are, it's easy. So we don't want to waste much time here. We go to next question. A number is to be multiplied by the fraction 4 by 5, but Divagar by mistake multiplied it by 5 by 4 and obtained the number 162 more than the correct one. What was the original number? Okay, so you can use percentage concept here. A number is to be multiplied by the fraction 4 by 5, right? Now, there is a original number which is 100% and that needs to be multiplied by 4 by 5. So what is 4 by 5? It is 80%, right? So 4 by 5 is nothing but 80%. So he have to multiply that number by 80%. But by mistake, he multiplied it by 5 by 4. So what is 5 by 4%? It is 125, right? So if you have a doubt, just multiply this by 100. You get the answer. So it is 125%, right? But he multiplied by 125% and obtained 160 more than the correct one, right? So difference between this 80% and 125% is 162. Now, what is the difference between 80 and 125? You get 45%, right? So this 45% is nothing but 162. Now you are supposed to find the original number. So original number is always 100%, right? So you have to find that 100%. So 45% is 162 and you have to find 100%, that is X. Now cross multiply, you get the answer. So X equal to 162 upon 45 into 100. Right. So in ninth table, it is 5 times. In ninth table, it is, okay. So it's 1 times and you have 7, right? So it is 18, right? So if you cancel this, it is 20 times. So 20 into 18, you get 360. So 360 is the original number. It's very easy, right? Okay. Now we go to next question. X is 0.824 as a fraction in the smallest form. Very easy, right? So you can write this 0.824 as 0.824 is nothing but multiply both numerator and denominator by 1000. That's it. You get the answer. So it is 824 by 1000. Now, if you cancel this in 8th table, you get 125 and this is 103. Yeah, it is 103 by 125, right? Easy. We go to next question. If the sum of square of two numbers is 2754 and the HCF and LCM are 9 and 135 respectively, the numbers are dash. So most popular type of question in Cognizant, right? So question based on LCM and HCF. So we must know the property of LCM and HCF. So LCM and into HCF of any numbers is equivalent to the multiplication, the product of the two numbers, right? So if you multiply any two numbers, that will be obviously equivalent to product of its LCM and HCF, right? So this is the rule. Now here you have HCF and LCM of these two numbers, that is 9 and 135, right? So what is 9 into 135? So 135 into 9, you get 1350 minus 135, you get, yeah. So it is 1350 minus 135, we get 1215, right? So 1215 is product of LCM and HCF. So this will be equivalent to product of these two numbers also, right? So when you multiply these two numbers, you will get the same product, right? And you have the options. You can go from the options. It is very easy, right? So 27 into 36, will you get 1215? Actually, you don't want to multiply. Just look at the last number. So 7 into 6, you get last digit 2, right? So definitely option A is opted out. Now it is 26 into 7. So 6 into 7 is also last digit 42, right? So 42, so last digit will be 2. So definitely you won't get 1215. So you have two options. So what is 8 into 5? It is 40. So last digit is 0. So again, you can opt out this, right? So only one option which is pending is 27 into 45. So that will be equivalent to 1215. So you can also check it, because sometimes you will get option E, none, right? So during that case, you have to check this only. So 7 5s are 35, 3, and it is 10 plus 28, 38 plus 3. Yeah, 41, 4, and it is 1215. Yes, you are getting. So it is 27, 45. So this will become your answer. Hope you understood this problem, right? So we are moving through options, right? For that, you have to keep this principle in your mind, right? So product of any two numbers is equivalent to product of its LCM as well as HCF, right? Okay. Next, you have the question based on, yeah, interest calculation. Find the difference between simple interest and compound interest compounded annually at 8% per annum for 2 years on an initial amount of rupees 6,400. Okay, now what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest at 8% per annum for 2 years? We know the shortcut. So if it is 8% in simple interest, for 1 year it is 8%. For 2 years, that will be 8 into 2, 16%. In compound interest, so for 1 year it is 8%. For 2 years, that will be 16.64%. Right, so this is a shortcut, right? So 16.64%, and I'm including the link for the shortcut in the description. If you want, you can have a look at it, right? So it is 16.64%. See, if it is 5%, right? So for imagine if you get 5% per annum. So what will be the compound interest for 2 years? That will be 10.25. That is 5 into 2, you get 10. 5 square is 25. Same thing. 8 into 2 is 16, and 8 square is 64. Right, so this is applicable for compound interest only for 2 years. Okay, now it is given, find the difference between simple interest and compound interest at 8% for 2 years for the initial amount 6,400. For 6,400 rupees, you have to find the difference in simple and compound interest. What is the difference in simple and compound interest for 8% for 2 years? That is 16.64 minus 16. You get 0.64. Oh my God. Excuse me, I will open it again. Okay, I will write it one more time. Okay, so simple interest for 1 year, if it is 8%, for 2 years, that will be 16%. For compound interest, that will be 16.64%. So what is the difference? It is 0.64. So you have to find 0.64% for this 6,400. So if you cancel this, how much you get? So what is 64 with 64? So 64 with 64, you get 4 into 4, 16, 24 plus 24, 48 plus 1, 49, 4. So 24 36, it is 40. So you get 40.96, right? So 64 into 0.64 is nothing but 40.96. So this will become your answer. So the difference between simple interest and compound interest at 8% for 2 years for the initial amount 6,400 is 40.96%. For that, you have to know the percentage difference for simple and compound interest up to at least a 15% per annum. Okay, so I have included that link in description. If you want, you can have a look at it. So hope you understood all the problems of this session, right? And I have planned to include more videos on Cognizant in upcoming session. Until that, stay connected with Career Deep Training Solutions and like the video, share it to your friends. Thanks a lot for your patience. Have a nice day and wish you all the very best to crack your Cognizant. Thank you.